See, I feel like everybody and their mama is always trying to give dating advice, and that's cute because it's about to be summertime. We about to be outside. We've been in the house for a year. You might want a little summer bae, summer boo, whatever the case may be. But first, let's start with self-dating 101. Hey y'all, welcome back to Chasing K Brene. So I was sitting there thinking what I wanted this next video to be about and really what I wanted my channel to be about. And I'm like, okay, what am I already putting out there on all of my social channels? And the common theme was always me giving myself the world and also helping other people figure out how they can do that for themselves. And I know you're probably like, yeah, Kayla, sounds cute, you giving yourself the world, but what does that mean? What does that look like? What that looks like is me going the places I want to go, seeing the people I want to see, continuously pouring into the people that are pouring into me. That looks like me not being limited by other people's limited imaginations. And really, it just looks like me hating regret more than I hate fear. You not telling me that I'm about to miss out on life because I'm scared, I'm hesitant, because somebody else is hesitant about me doing it? Yeah, no. And so before we hop into the travels, the experiences, the bucket list items that everybody thinks of when they think of living their best life, why not start where you need to start, which is dating yourself. And today I'm going to get into that a little bit. This shirt don't want to act right. How do you date yourself? 4 things. 1, protecting your energy. 2, learning your likes. 3, loving yourself intentionally. And 4, treating yourself. That's probably everybody's favorite part, but we'll get to that. So let's start with number 1, protecting your energy. These things are not some like super like crazy revelation that like nobody's has ever heard before. Y'all know you got to protect your energy, but we don't think about it a lot of times. I feel like we let people come up in our space and we let them drain us and we leave nothing for ourselves at the end of the day. And that's not how you would treat somebody that you're just getting to know. That's not how you would treat somebody that you're dating. At least I hope it's not. So that's not how we're going to treat ourselves neither. So what does that mean with protecting your energy? It means it's okay to be selfish. It means it's okay to revoke people's access to you sometimes. Like, I know we know that it's okay to be selfish, but like, are you selfish with yourself? Are you selfish with your time? Are you selfish with your energy, with your feelings, with your commitments? Are you saving something for you at the end of the day? That's what I want to know. And people can say what they want. They could be like, wow, like you don't love nobody, like you don't really have friends, you don't really have family that you gotta like pour into. Yes, I do. And guess when I pour into them? When I'm done pouring into myself. If I have just been out all weekend doing something, whatever the case may be, that sucked up all of my energy, I literally cannot give you the best of me. I cannot give you anything else. Until I get back to that point, I can't do nothing for you, sis. So self-love is the way a lot of people like to put it. And that's really what it comes down to, pouring into yourself before you put yourself out to the world and let other people start to take pieces back away from you. I hate to be so negative about it because that's not what every relationship or interaction does. But yeah, sometimes, you just can't let yourself get down to empty. So we're going to pour into ourselves and protect our energy for number 1. Number 2 is going to be learning or relearning your likes. We have had a lot of time to just sit there and like evaluate what gets us going, what are the things that like really excite us that we may not have had time for before, but guess what we're doing? We are making time from now on. We are carving out a day of the week, maybe just an hour out of the week, but we're going to dedicate it to doing the things that we actually like to do. I know y'all got to dedicate 40 some odd hours, or you running your own business, maybe 60 some odd hours to doing this, and it's got to get done before the end of the week. And then you tired and all you want to do is watch snowfall and then get in the bed and go to sleep. And it's done, Kayla. Like there's no more time for anything else. Sorry. And Saturdays are for mimosas and Sundays are for recuperation. And that's about all the time I have in my schedule. Cute. But I know that you got an extra hour that you could pull out to do what you like. And we do like mimosas, but something else that you like. And so if it's something new, maybe you just try things until you figure out what that is. Like me, I've been trying painting, which, you know, has allowed me to kind of just paint whatever's on my mind. It may not be nothing. It may be like a couple of stripes. It may be actual feelings. I've turned to painting when I've actually had a tragedy last year, and it really just kind of helped me release. And that's really all it has to be for you. It should be that one thing that if you spend 30 minutes on it, it might calm you down, it might excite you, it might put you in a good mood, whatever that key feeling is that you're trying to get at. This should be the activity that you could turn to. So that may be painting, that may be skating, that may be reading, that may be listening to music, it may be lighting a candle, it may be making candles, it may be just something that you haven't done in a while or something that you haven't tried, and we're either getting back to it or we're dedicating ourselves to learning it and learning it more intentionally. And that is going to be a project for everybody watching this video. That's your homework. If you don't have your like go-to activity yet, I need you to either look back at what you really enjoyed doing in your life, or I need you to look into something else, and maybe ask your friends about their activities and see if one maybe inspires you to find one of your own, or maybe you want to join in, and that could be your safe space. But everybody got to get one after this video. And comment below and tell me if you already know what your activity is. Tell me what it is. I would love to hear it. I might steal it, so let me know. 3, loving yourself intentionally. What? Loving yourself intentionally, not just you look in the mirror and you think you look good. That's part of it. That's definitely part of it. But when I say I want you to be all in loving yourself, I mean all the way in. We are loving ourselves intentionally and completely all 2021 and beyond. So an easy way to love yourself intentionally is to take something that already works and to double down on it. So everybody has a love language. Some people have multiple love languages, and we tell our partners how to love us in those love languages. Sometimes we tell our friends how to love us in those love languages, but we forget to love ourselves in those same love languages. And it is possible, and we are going to start doing it. So you can definitely love yourself with words of affirmation. I think even if that's not your primary love language, that's something that you should still be doing. And that can look like you waking up in the morning and saying affirmations to yourself. That could be you putting your favorite affirmations on the wall, so it's a constant reminder. Some people use their words of affirmations as tattoos. Everybody knows that Twitter is your own personal diary anyway, so your tweets can be words of affirmation to yourself. I don't care if anybody else is watching. I don't care what happens with it beyond that point. But you just kind of typing it out and kind of putting it down, whether that be digitally or whether that be actually on paper, is going to go so much farther than you just thinking these thoughts in your head. And what are these thoughts? Compliment yourself. Like, you know you look good. You know you're looking good today. I see you. So compliment yourself. Feel good in it, you know, put on your best things and tell yourself how you feel about the way you looking. Like, words of affirmation, honey. Yeah, like when I finish up with something at work, if ain't nobody else gonna tell me I did that, I'm gonna tell myself I did that. So yeah, just like love on yourself. You love on yourself, you know, physically, like you love on yourself materially sometimes. Love on yourself verbally. Don't forget and leave that one out. Oh, quality time. This is my one. I love me some quality time with myself. I do love spending time just being in my own presence. I think it kind of goes back a little bit to protecting your energy. When you are by yourself, that is your time to do whatever you need to do. And that you may not even want to, look, you don't have to be super active with your quality time. You do not have to be like 12-step program with your time. You could literally sit there and binge through a whole season of Grey's Anatomy or whatever you might be watching, and that is your quality time, and you deserve. Period. Quality time is literally just about giving your undivided attention to yourself without distractions. So just take the time when you hang up the phone and when there's nothing else really going on that you need to dedicate yourself to, and just think about how you are dedicating your time to yourself. That's all. That's all I ask. Physical touch. This is a tricky one sometimes for some people to get out of. Obviously, you have options sexually for physical touch when dating yourself. But like, I feel like giving yourself a facial and just like taking extra time with like body oils and lotions and things like that, really just kind of like feeling yourself, literally, is what you got to do if physical touch is your love language. You know, physical touch doesn't happen to be my love language of choice. It's actually at the bottom. I don't know what that says about me, but anyway, physical touch doesn't happen to be mine, but I still have things that I can do as like my go-to for physical touch if that's what I need to revive my energy. So just kind of like play into that. Girl, if you need to, go to Lush, buy you out some different like body butters, and just like literally try on different body butters, and you know, do what you gotta do with that. Gifts. Buy yourself gifts, sis. You see it? Buy it. If you thought that anything I was gonna say during this video was going to be financially healthy, this ain't the right video. Maybe down the line. But today I'm not telling you to save your money. Today I'm here to tell you, buy yourself gifts, sis. Get that $25 a month wine subscription that you've been looking at. Go to Sephora, buy it up. Get a little something. Get a little something. Honestly, I like to buy myself flowers. If flowers are going to be like, sometimes when people smell them, they just kind of like light up. If flowers are going to be this source of like energy and like my mood feels like, you know, 10 times better because I just got this new set of flowers that I'm looking at, and the smell, and if flowers are going to do that for you, buy yourself some flowers, buy yourself some chocolates, buy yourself what you would expect a date to buy for you, and make yourself feel good. Because why are we waiting for Friday for our date to guess what kind of flowers we like when we can go to Trader Joe's and buy 2 bouquets of flowers for under $10 and smell those throughout the week? Now, I still want my flowers from the date too, but this is us dating ourselves right now, so, you know, we'll get to that later. But yes, sis or sir, buy yourself those flowers, buy yourself the chocolates, buy yourself the shoes. And acts of service is another one that is at the top of my list. I just like to do things for myself so that they won't be a problem later. Getting them out the way kind of like helps me feel good, helps me go about my day. It could be something as small as lighting a bunch of candles around the house so that when you come out of the shower, you feel like you're in this like nice calming vibe and you have the perfect setting to read a book and drink your wine. It could be cooking yourself like a 3-course dinner where otherwise you might try to do something simple like some shrimp Alfredo. No, we are not keep doing it simple tonight. We are cooking ourselves the meal that we know we deserve. Or maybe we're ordering it in. But whatever the case may be, we're going to treat ourselves right tonight. It may be as big as you booking that solo trip. Yes. Book it. Where are we going? We going to Bali? We going to Mexico City? Let me know. Whatever it is, we are treating ourselves. Ooh, okay. You know, my favorite act of service that I like to do for myself is making a playlist. And the reason why is because I think that I love when I'm dating and someone makes a playlist for me that's like, ooh, this reminds me of you. And I'll listen to it over and over again. And I will make playlists for my friends. I'm like, hey, this reminds me of you. Why don't we do that for ourselves? There are so many songs that just make me feel good about myself. And if I could have a playlist of all those songs when I am just feeling either down or good, I could turn it on either way. And I just know that that playlist is going to center me. That's something that is an easy act of service. Maybe, you know, if you want to get a little bit more intentional with it, it might take you a little bit longer to build it out and really see what you want to what kind of songs you want to use to pour into yourself. But literally take the time to dedicate something to you. You are always doing something for other people. Take the time and dedicate something to yourself. And that could also serve as words of affirmation too, if the songs are right. Like we covering all of our bases here, so make sure that you do that. And finally, treat yourself. Take yourself out on a date. Take yourself to the movies. Take yourself out to eat. Take yourself on walks to the park. Take yourself on a picnic. Take yourself to the museum. All these places that you go with other people that you don't think about going to alone. Why not? Give me one good reason. I haven't heard one. I don't know what you're about to say, but it's not a good reason. We are going by ourselves, and that is okay. Everything that we can see and enjoy with other people, sometimes it might be better just to kind of like take it in all by yourself. Let me know in the comments also if you already do any of these, if you already take yourself on a date. What's the best time you've had by yourself? I think me personally, like it has ranged from me actually taking myself on different trips to me literally just enjoying all day at the movies, just hopping from movie to movie to movie. And it just felt good not to have to sit there and explain what was going on in the movie to somebody else, or try to act like I was listening when they asked a question that I obviously wasn't trying to hear, because I am here watching this $13 movie. But you know, to each their own. But these are my 4 principles of self-dating, and I feel like they are the first step on the way to really living a life that you're in love with. So yeah, like I said, let me know if anything particular like jumped out to you, or you were like, yeah, I already do that. Yeah, I want to do that. I've been meaning to get to it. Tell me how intentional you are with loving yourself. Make sure y'all stay tuned for upcoming videos, and make sure you subscribe. Now. No, like right now. Before this video ends. Thank you. Thanks. Appreciate it. Bye, guys.